Papoose waited years for Remy Ma, stood by her side through prison, and proved his loyalty time and time again. But fast forward to today, and Remy's once unbreakable love story is now a public mess. How did we get here? Let's break it down. Outwardly, Papoose and Remy Ma were the very embodiments of real love. During her incarceration, he was not simply waiting. He had his wife on the phone and proved that his commitment towards her was indeed solid. He even endeavored to sneak a key into the prison for her getaway, and after her release, a wedding followed that made the whole storyline beyond admirable. A blended family with children from both sides further solidified their power couple status. Their daughter, born in 2018, added another layer to what seemed like a perfect life. The audience commended their relationship, observing that they were one of the very few genuine souls in the rock-solid, long-lasting marriages of the hip-hop fraternity. But behind the scenes, cracks started to form. Small signs like Remy not acknowledging Papoose on Father's Day raised eyebrows, and soon, whispers of betrayal turned into full-blown chaos. But here's where it gets even messier, because Papoose had the last laugh. Everything seemed solid between Remy Ma and Papoose until 2023. That was the year fans started noticing something was off. And it all started with a single day, Father's Day. For years, Remy had been vocal about her love for Papoose, always celebrating him as a devoted husband and father. But in 2023, she didn't say a word. No post, no shout-out, nothing. That silence spoke volumes. Meanwhile, Papoose posted a family picture, but something was missing: Remy Ma and her other child. That was enough to make fans question what was going on. Was this just an oversight, or was there trouble brewing behind the scenes?
Just tell him stop spewing the business. If found out you were in the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking the Rock and Michelle, Pap and Rim. It's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love.
People began knitting the whole gossip, and before long, speculation began making the rounds. The couple appears to have grown distant, and since Papoose easily topped all men in hip-hop as the most loyal, fans knew without a doubt that he wouldn't have ceased tagging Remy without good reason. Things were becoming a little weird, and soon enough, the truth would come out. Only nobody was prepared for just how messy it would get, because when the story blew, it confirmed the one thing everyone wanted to disbelieve: Remy Ma had moved on. Then came the bombshell cheating allegations. Rumors sprouted that Remy Ma was involved with battle rapper Easy the Block Captain, which left fans in disbelief. The shock wasn't just about the alleged affair, it was who she was allegedly cheating with. Papoose and Easy weren't strangers. They moved in the same circles. Papoose had been a pillar of loyalty, holding Remy down for years. So people couldn't wrap their heads around the idea that Easy would betray him like this. But the real drama exploded when whispers of a physical altercation surfaced. Word on the street was that at an industry event, Papoose and Easy crossed paths, and it didn't end well for Easy. Reports claimed Papoose knocked Easy out. That was enough to set the internet on fire. Easy quickly denied the fight, claiming people were making up stories. But the damage was done. Whether true or not, the situation had already spiraled into a full-blown scandal. Fans took sides, and suddenly, Remy Ma and Papoose's once unbreakable love story had turned into one of hip-hop's biggest controversies. As the cheating rumors spread, Papoose's silence spoke louder than words. Unlike before, when he would fiercely defend Remy Ma against any negativity, this time, he said nothing. That alone was enough to make fans believe the rumors were true. This was a man who had dedicated years to proving his love and loyalty to Remy. He waited for her while she was in prison, stood by her side through thick and thin, and constantly uplifted her in interviews. But now, no public denial, no damage control, no defense, just silence. And that silence felt deafening. People started pulling up old clips of Papoose calling Remy his queen and speaking on the importance of loyalty in relationships. Fans pointed out how his actions no longer aligned with his words. If the rumors were false, why wouldn't he shut them down? Instead, Papoose kept moving as if nothing had happened, a major shift in his usual behavior. And that only fueled the speculation. The man who had once gone above and beyond for his wife suddenly seemed done. Whether or not he spoke on it, the damage was already showing, and it was about to get worse. If there was any doubt left, it disappeared when Remy and Easy the block captain showed up together at a rap battle. They were there for Easy's match against Geechee Gotti, but things took a turn when Gotti decided to air it all out. During his round, Geechee didn't hold back. He called out Remy for cheating on Papoose, put Easy on blast for getting involved, and exposed the entire situation in front of a live audience. The crowd went wild, and all eyes were on Remy and Easy. What made it worse? Easy didn't deny it. Instead, he smirked, played along, and even hinted that he was still with Remy. That was all fans needed to hear. The affair wasn't just a rumor anymore. It was out in the open. And Papoose? He still hadn't said a word, but the silence was about to break in the most unexpected way. After everything that went down, Papoose wasted no time moving on. Not long after the cheating scandal blew up, he was spotted with Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing champion. What started as whispers quickly became clear. Papoose and Claressa were officially an item. Claressa didn't hold back. She openly talked about how Papoose treated her differently than anyone she had been with before. She made it clear that his support, loyalty, and energy were something she had never experienced in her past relationships. And unlike Remy, she wasn't about to take it for granted. As for Papoose, he wasn't one for messy public statements, but his actions spoke louder than words. For a man who had once been known for his unshakable devotion to Remy, he seemed to be moving forward with ease. While fans were still processing the drama, he was already building something new.
I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like if it's certain situations, you could talk to a person, you express how you feel, they express how they feel, and y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or, you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level, or when you deal with people that, like, sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck how you felt. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing? And that's where I come in. She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing fucking hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things I was like, I want to keep him all to myself.
Even though Remy Ma had moved on with Easy the block captain, she didn't seem too happy about Papoose finding love again. Despite being the one caught up in the cheating scandal, Remy started throwing subtle shade and making reckless comments that had fans raising their eyebrows. She hinted in interviews and social media posts that she was ready to fight, a comment that many believed was directed at Claressa Shields. Given that Claressa is an undefeated boxing champion, this seemed like an odd move. Some thought Remy was joking, but others felt she was feeling some type of way about Papoose no longer being the devoted husband she once had. It was a surprising turn of events. For years, Papoose had been her biggest supporter, standing by her through everything. Now, he had moved on, and instead of embracing her new relationship, Remy seemed more focused on what he was doing.
Money would it take for you to jump in the ring with Remy Ma? Just want to know.
At this point, the girl leaked my number.
What? Your actual telephone number?
So at this point, you can give me $1 and I'm gonna pay you $1. It don't have nothing to do with whatever else. It's just that part alone. that part there is where it's like, I'm a businesswoman. Don't leak my number.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, drama sells. I'm not in that beef. My smoke with her is posting my number.
Right.
So people like, oh, she wants to fight her over a dude. Whatever. Stop it. Stop it. That is so beneath me. Is the disrespect of the leaking my number part. And that's it.
Remy Ma didn't just throw shade, she went a step further, trying to sabotage Papoose and Clarissa's relationship. She allegedly leaked private texts between them, trying to paint a picture that Papoose wasn't as serious about Clarissa as she claimed. She also took shots at Clarissa's character, calling her scary. Remy alleged that Clarissa put down the phone once she heard Remy's voice, signifying her fear of confronting her. She wanted to stir the pot, regardless of whether this was true or otherwise. To add insult to injury, Remy accused Clarissa's camp of attacking her reputation, focusing on making her look bad in public. Rather than concentrating on her relationship with Easy, Remy seemed more determined to make things messy for Papoose and Clarissa, thereby casting doubts among fans about her true intentions.
Went to the edge of the earth to go everywhere else because y'all is just mad that it happened. I kept it $1 with. I'm like, yo, hey, listen. If it was that easy for any of y'all would have did it. It's a bunch of who don't like me for no reason because excuse me. Hold on, I gotta start that over. Hold on, my father started over.
But that's not all, because in another rap battle, he made Remy declare her love for him, and he finally admitted that they were an item.
I'm only gonna address this shit one time. Since y'all wanna be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See, right there, that's the punchline. That's the punchline.
As it stands, Papoose seems to have fully moved on with Clarissa Shields, embracing a new chapter in his life. Meanwhile, Remy Ma's actions suggest she isn't as happy with Easy as people assumed. Instead of focusing on her new relationship, she appears fixated on throwing shade at Papoose and Clarissa. With lingering tensions between all parties, it's clear that this situation is far from over. Will Remy let it go, or will more drama unfold? What do you think about all this? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.